Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Commodores will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns offense takes the field to start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
There's plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really
all right, nice job, Arch.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They have a ton of designed runs in the playbook for him, much like when Vince Young took over full-time at quarterback, threw for over 1,500 and rushed for another 1,000. Dual-threat guys can move the ball.
Yeah, and when you got a quarterback like that, you should have a ton of runs in there. I mean, if I'm Texas, I got a guy that's got wheels like that can burn. I would be dumb not to have this as a big part of my playbook.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give from the gun. Fighting off the defender.
There we go. Get that left side going.
Veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Longhorns' first season in the SEC was a rousing success and so close to even more with a late loss to Ohio State. Steve Sarkisian and the Horns have the expectations right where they want them.
You said expectations. Has there ever been more hype around a quarterback in Arch Manning since, I don't know, Tim Tebow? People are expecting so much out of this young quarterback.
There we go. Way to go, Wingo.
This is going to be a really tough team to beat.
And he showed you flashes a year ago when he filled in for Quinn Ewers, and I think those flashes were so great. And then Texas, man, this is a program that's on the rise. The last couple years, making it to the Final Four in the sport, they're ready to take that next step.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Manning. Grab behind
It's Baxter wide open. Let's go.
Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
Easy, Teddy. Let's go, Texas.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense has the ball for the first time. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season.
There we go. Run defense, baby.
He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman.
Anthony Hill Jr.
Just the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A strike downfield. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Nice, good defense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Arms up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
What a pick. What? Oh, man.
Now it's 4th down.
I could have swore he caught that. Let's look at it.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Manning.
Dang, got me with the pressure. O-line has been struggling the last 3 games.
This offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the
Good
football.
catch by Moore.
You've got to protect your quarterback.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And
Damn.
the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
There he is. Anthony Hill and crew. Let's go.
Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and...
Again, you're not running on us. Come on now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Finds his man. It's
Great
Miller.
defense.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They went 3-and-out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires to the big fella. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll run play action. Going to try to get it himself.
And couldn't get away.
Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
The short hands, it's Wingo.
Wingo, 1st and 10.
It'll be at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Give to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans...
Breaks into the open.
Nice. Baxter finally getting loose.
32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out of the last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wow.
To go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Couldn't hang on.
All over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Big leg. Let's go.
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Navy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Again, good run defense. Number 1 in the nation.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
He's taking the shot. He's got it down the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. Run out of bounds.
Man, what a run by Pavia.
They've got it now, 1st and goal.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did.
There we go, Anthony Hill.
Elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way
Good
to the goal
defense.
line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Nice knock. Let's go.
They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He got it. This is now a 7-point game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5.
Oh, man, it's Niblett breaking free. He's gone.
Because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. On the run, it's Alexander. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Love the run defense. 9 attempts for 3 yards.
But there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there. Take
the positive 3rd and inches here. Classic QB sneak setup to stop them.
Well, he gets stuck
yes.
on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Nice run, first down.
And a first down for this offense. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Pressure coming. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo.
There's Wingo.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, we just can't find any answers.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on.
Big run up the middle.
Give them first and 10 from the 11.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
The Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dropping back, it's Manning. He caught it. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half.
There we go. 24-3.
Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Sherrill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Wants to throw. It's Pavia.
Nice. Got him.
Save the yardage on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The last time they had it, a thing of beauty. Did whatever they want, run, pass, and wound up in the end zone. Really good job.
Nice run by Baxter.
Good run and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to
Dang, he doesn't usually drop those.
Hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down.
I dropped it.
No foul.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And
There's Anthony Hill again, guys. 10 for 4 right now.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if
There he is again.
This defense
finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
Nice stop, guys.
So much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up.
Yeah, so much for Heisman, 7 of 10. 10 so far.
They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Gives it on the option. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first.
Hey, first down.
Was enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Punch it out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
To the air. It's Manning. He's got his man.
There we go. First
That'll
down.
be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
To the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Ripping off a
Another first down.
Inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They believe they can run right here. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Dang it. Oh, my God. Wrong
This
button.
ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Power football with the run. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught in the backfield. It's
Great defense. Great pursuit.
Wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Throwing to the fullback, if he starts chugging, he can be dangerous, but the defense stopped him before the first chug.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little time to get that speed up and running. It didn't have it there. Give the defense a ton of credit.
Makes the grab. It's Sherrill. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Alexander. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. To the air, it's Pavia. Completes it in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Commodores are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
And And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Stowers. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want to run it left here. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a third and long. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They haven't found themselves in the end zone at all in this game. Throwing it, running it, they have been completely dominated.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a man, it's Pavia. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hoskins. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Sherrill. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it behind the line. It's Fisher. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Back to throw. It's Pavia. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Touchdown Doors! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give as they work on that clock.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.